So for the second time in 6 days, Norwich City go to St Andrews. They beat Coventry there impressively last week. It's Birmingham City tonight, another team struggling towards the bottom of the Championship. But with a win on Saturday, they did win at Sheffield Wednesday, did Birmingham, which has just rekindled a bit of belief and hopes that they might be able to beat the drop. They have, in fact, climbed out of the relegation zone on the back of that. Rotherham, who lost at Carrow Road, are back below the dotted line. But of course, from Norwich City's point of view, it's all about what's happening at the other end of the table. Win this one tonight, and Norwich City can sit back with the pressure on their rivals, and they will be 10 points in front of them. Grant Hanley, the Norwich skipper, who brings it up towards the halfway line now, and then aims it out towards the left wing. And he's picked out Yanulis, who's getting forward for Norwich City now, and has passed it towards the edge of the penalty area, and now into Pukki from the angle, who flashed it into the net! My goodness me, against the run of the play, Norwich City have been on the back foot for the opening 25 minutes of this game, but they just stepped it up there. Yanulis picked it up on the left-hand side. It was slipped into the path of Pukki in the penalty area. The angle seemed against him, but he has flashed it across the goalkeeper into the net. He has got his 5th goal in 4 games. It's a Pukki purple patch, and it is Birmingham City 0, Norwich City 1. Is Bella for Birmingham on the left-hand side. He's got Pedersen alongside him, who crosses into the Norwich penalty area now, headed away by Hanley. Shot comes in from the edge of the box, and Krul makes a good save. Hogan with the header from the rebound, loops it up straight into the hands of Krul. Well, this game has burst into life. Great save from Krul a few moments after a stunning finish from Pukki at the other end. It was a cracking hit, that, from Maxime Collin, bounced on the ground, and Krul had to parry it. Here's Sunjic coming forward for Birmingham, central position, 25 yards out, lays it off to Gary Gardner. And now Maxime Collin, who had that shot a moment ago, joins the attack. Sanchez outside him, on the right wing, curls the ball in with his left foot dangerously. Hanley gets his head to it. Bella is going to shoot over the scissor kick straight into the ground, and it bounces up and it's comfortable for Krul. And Norwich getting up towards Pukki, beaten this time in the air by Clark Salter. Now Pedersen jumps with Buendia, and eventually the ball does come down on the ground for the first time in a while, and Campbell gets it going to Vrancic, who's knocked it in behind for Pukki, who's in again here, but the goalkeeper's up to smother it. Campbell's got to the ball ahead of him from the rebound. He's gone down, and now he faces a Teemu Pukki penalty on the ground, and in the fixture in which he made his Norwich City debut. Steps up, oh, the keeper saved it! It was a penalty that seemed to be fairly tamely struck down the middle. Etheridge just saved it with his legs, and having given away the penalty, there's not much of a celebration from Neil Etheridge. Krul doesn't get that kick away particularly well. He wasn't done any favours there from the back pass, and Norwich have lost possession on the edge of their own box through Zimmerman, and it's played into the penalty area. The shot comes in, and Krul makes a good save, but the rebound is in, and Birmingham City have found an equaliser through Sanchez, and that was a calamity at the back for Norwich City. Zimmerman was caught in possession. The ball initially was saved by Tim Krul, but Norwich couldn't recover the rebound. Sanchez has scored. Birmingham have the equaliser that they will feel they deserve, but my goodness me, that was a poor goal to give away. Ivan Sanchez with the equaliser, and it is Birmingham City 1, Norwich City 1. Remember, a win puts Norwich 10 clear at the top of the table, but it's going to be another hard-fought win if they are going to get it tonight. Now, that's clear already. McLean firing it forward to Vrancic, helped on nicely by Campbell to Pukki. He's made a good run towards the left edge of the penalty area. Teemu Pukki, he plays the ball in. There's a header, and it's the goalkeeper who makes the save. Not quite sure how in control Buendia was of that header.
You just wonder whether one real good opportunity might settle this game.
Nice from Hernandez, and it's played on now for Pukki to chase. Could this be the chance? Goalkeeper comes out and gets a foot to it, but he's off his line, and the lob comes in, and it's just got too much on it, and it goes over the top. It was Buendia attempting to lob the goalkeeper for a long, long way out, with the keeper way off his line. Hanley, who brings it forward towards the halfway line. Played now to McLean, who comes forward. Norwich have got players forward here, and one of those is Hernandez, who's into the penalty area. Hernandez looking to get it onto his right foot, plays it across towards the edge of the area. It is Buendia, a crowd of players for him to get through. He's managed to find through it, breaks for Pukki, who tucks it in. and Teemu Pukki has got the goal for Norwich City, his second of the evening. Buendia it was who threaded it through. It bounced off Pukki initially, there was no flag, and the Finnish striker has reacted quickest to tuck the ball in, and that is his second goal of the evening and puts Norwich back in front. 14 minutes to play, Birmingham 1, Norwich City 2, and it is Teemu Pukki again.
So scrappy, Chris. Wasn't quite sure what happened. I think Hernandez ran the ball into the 18-yard box, cuts it back for Buendia. He takes 2 or 3 touches. I think he tries to get a shot away with his left foot. It hits the Birmingham defender on the way through, rolls to Teemu Pukki. I mean, that's when you know your luck's in, Chris, and you're top of the league.
Birmingham go long from this free kick. We'll pick that up in a moment. The ball's in the Norwich penalty area. They've got to deal with it here. Maxim Collin puts it in the mixer, headed away well by Norwich City. And now, Rupper's got a run on here, and he's through. Rupper's burst through from the halfway line. He's got a player either side of him. This to wrap it up for Norwich City. It's Lucas Rupp, lays it off, and the ball is into the net. And it's Skip who's got his first ever senior goal. His first for Norwich City. It comes in the 5th minute of stoppage time, and it's a goal that will take Norwich City 10 points clear at the top of the championship. You don't see that very often. 3 players clean through, and in the end it broke for Ollie Skip, who marks what's been an impressive season for Norwich City with his first ever goal in professional football. It is Birmingham City 1, Norwich City 3, and that's the Canaries 10 clear at the top. Well, that's full time as well. It was almost the last kick of the game. What a way for Norwich City to go clear at the top of the table by 10 points now. And, Neil Etheridge, the Birmingham goalkeeper, completely exposed. Birmingham had thrown everybody forward. Norwich cleared it up to Rupp. He won the first challenge, and even though he was still inside his own half, he had a clear run in front of him. He had players breaking either side of him there, did Rupp. He was clean through. 3 players all through on the goal. In the end, he laid it off to Ollie Skip. He tucks in the goal that wraps up what has been a really, really hard-fought evening, Darren. But people will look at this and go, oh, Norwich have won again, 3-1 at struggling Birmingham. My goodness, that game was in the melting pot, wasn't it, until the last 15 minutes when Pukki scored and then Skip got the tap in.
I think it's about staying calm, but we knew we needed a big reaction. I think that in the first half there was too many crosses coming in our box, second balls. Just as a team, really, it felt a little bit, not flat, but we just needed that extra 5 or 10% to step up, and we knew we were capable of that. So not to panic, but to make sure that there was a massive reaction second half.
No, we were fully prepared, so it was still unbelievably difficult to create chances against them. But we scored a wonderful goal, had a penalty, had a good situation with Kenny McLean, so created a bit more than I would say more or less each and every other side has done here before. But our work against the ball was not on our top level, and for that we still didn't allow them to have many chances. But there were 1 or 2 situations. Hogan had I think another good chance, and we scored sadly the half-own goal out of nothing. They were able to score, but in general it was a bit self-fulfilling prophecy, because I got the feeling we were not willing to work aggressive, nothing against the ball, not willing to have pressure on the ball. We allowed them to work with too many crosses, and for that, you could argue it was a bit unlucky that we were not in lead at halftime, but I think it was a bit like karma. We didn't invest enough in it, and then also they deserved then to score the goal. But completely different phase of my team in the second half, and I have to say, it's not easy when you have to deliver all 3 days on such a difficult pitch, and also to find the next gear during the game. But we did, and this is also what winners do, and for that I'm quite pleased with this win.